word that the Lord speak that became a decree written in the sand of time was a word that proceeded from the throne. And that is why in the day Elijah stand, and he said, as long as the Lord liveth, upon whom I stand. When you understand that communication, you will know that there was a throne that he is talking about. When you speak about the place, he stand. Because when you appear at the throne of God, you don't sit, you stand. Everyone that was given a throne in heaven has never sat on it. When you read your scripture, you are going to see that there are people that have been able to overcome, and they were given thrones and they were given crown. They have never worn it, and they will never wear it. It's just given unto them as a reward. But I'm telling you the truth, your service is a perpetual continuum. But from the strength of that service, dominion is given unto you, so that anytime you utter a word, it's established. And that is why the more you journey, the more you have to journey. Not because of anything, because much more will be committed unto you. How on earth are men promoted to become elders, and yet again no counsel is seek from them? Has the Lord ever gathered the elders and say, can you advise me? Never, because they don't even have a word to say. They are just given the privilege as those that have labored upon the face of the earth and have laid a pattern for mankind to be able to see the pathways in the spirit. Whatsoever you call gate and portals, men lay them. Men were actually those assets in the realm of the spirit, because they are the foundation that define the operations of Christianity. Just like the way Moses became law, Elijah became the prophet. You are going to become a dimension in the spirit, and in the day that you are gone, you will still become that dimension on the earth. And anybody that must journey through that dimension must follow through you. You remain a gate from earth into heaven. So in heaven, there will be a throne that will be designated with your name. You will never sit on it. The throne is going to have access to the earth, so that peradventure the day people can look through the pathway and know how Enoch walked with God and he was not. There is a throne in heaven. The fact was Enoch. He's not sitting on the throne, but the throne has the definition of a sacrifice. You must be able to understand that the reason why our walk on the earth is very important is because it becomes a pathway for others to be able to follow. And that is why anytime we want to talk about the operations of prayer, we begin to talk about things, we begin to mention certain people's name, not because of anything, but because there was something they did that has put them within those shores. There is a throne, and there is a government, and there is a dominion. And if you have never journeyed and be given privilege to appear before the throne of God, you will never be given a voice in time. Every of these things come with a kind of sacrifice. See, let me tell you, there is no area in this life you are going to succeed in that you're not going to pay a price. And the reason why you have to is simply because nothing comes cheaply. And you see, the prayer, the fasting, and everything you do is to be able to bring you to a point where you have a place to stand in heaven. And so that in the days where you stand, you can be given dominion, so that you can be able to execute the plan and the purpose of God upon the face of the earth. My parables have come to an end. But I conclude with this. Prayer is one of the only things that we have been left with as part of the prime necessity and the requirement to change our garment of mortality. Prayer has always become the mother of 1,000 blessings. And anyone that never dare to try may never become a partaker. Many of us, the story of our life is that we pray so much until God decides to help us. Your story will not be different. We all are a people marvelously helped of God. I always speak about my story. Many years ago, the Lord appeared to me in the pool of my sins. When he appeared to me, he looked upon me and he said, Philip Cephas, you need to be helped. there's anything that I need at that time, I'm telling you, was to be helped. And the Lord looked upon me with love and let me know, Philip Cephas, you belong to me, but you need to be helped. When I was trying to argue, he said, keep quiet. A man I help is always better than a man that help himself. And when he was done talking, I looked upon myself and I saw a lot of infirmity in me. I saw how much more weak and feeble I am, how much more I can't help myself. The only thing I began to cry was, Father, help me. I said, how can you help me? What do I have to do? I just begin to ask so many questions. Do I have to look for a Bible school? Do I have to go here? Do I have to read this? What book do I have to read? He looked upon me. He said, if you can pray, I will help you. My problem became prayer from that day, because it became a challenge. And every day I wake up, I pray. Every day I cry. Not because of anything. Not because I want to be known as a man of prayer. Not because I want to earn a title. Not for the show, not for the camera, not for the pictures. I'm not trying to give you a prayer posture. I don't need nobody reward you for that thing. I realize on this earth people can clap for you, and in heaven you are rejected. It's terrible. I knew that I'm not out for the gimmicks. I'm not out for the show. I'm in serious business. And every day I pray just so that the Lord can help me. And the more the Lord help me, the more I keep on advancing. The more. I bring you a message of hope. Everything I might have said may actually be a mystery, well, if you consider it as such. But this one I'm saying now is not a mystery. It's part of the basic foundational requirement. No matter how much you grow, you can never outgrow the need for the mercy of God, the grace of God. It's true, the help of God. You can't add up to that. There is no mystery about it. You just need to accept it. Daily we pray for grace. Daily we pray for mercy. Daily we pray for help. If God have not supplied to you some of these things, you will see how big men can fall. You will see how all kinds of things can go wrong in your life. Because sometimes God can look upon 5 people and say, I hate this and I love this. What mystery can you define for why God rejected the sacrifice of Cain and accepted that of Abel? What mystery can you define for why God just choose to hate one and love the other? No. It's a system of help. How does God look upon a person and say he just choose to help him? And this is the reason why you can be smoking and drinking together with your friend. He will perish. He will do the same thing, and yet again you will leave. Both of you may go and steal. They will catch him and kill him, and you, they will catch you and release you. My friends, we need God to help us. Can you rise on your feet? I'm done. And just pray and say, oh God, help me. And if you feel that God don't need to help you, can you ask him to help your family? Like I said, there is little you can do in this kingdom until you are helped. That person helping you may fail you. That person giving you something may fail. Sometimes your qualification, what you know, everything can just fail you. There are days I wake up literally and I feel as if the world should just end. But suddenly, an invisible hand breathed upon me again. There are days you wake up and you see you can't even pray. That prayer warrior, a day you wake up and you try to pray as usual and you can't. What you need at that time is just the help of God. Pray and ask God and say, oh God, help my infirmity. Help my infirmity. See, you are not that bad. I'm telling you. I know you stole, you are not bad. I know you lied, you are not bad. I know you just slept with that guy, it's a lie. I know you watch pornography, it's a lie. I know you masturbated.